I'll just keep the table. Righto, welcome to round 9 in the GSFL clash today at Sounders Park between Albany Sharks and Mount Barker Bulls. Both teams have got a few outs and go through a couple here. Looking at the book that says Sam Lehman's out for Mount Barker, Lee Pavlovich, Cam Walsh is out, Campbell McMahon, Clayton Wood and Declan Wood out, Seb Ballard and Jai Willis. And for the Sharks, Lewis Bosch is out, Marlon Bennett is under suspension, he's out, Addison Dew's out. Then we have Harry Aldaker, who was very good last week, Morgan Davies is still out, and we also have Hudson O'Day out. So there's a few outs on both sides in here at the moment. The ground is okay, it's no rain and lights are on, and we can see very good what could be a very good game of football if both teams can get attacking and get it on the end. Today's umpires are Ryan Tyndale and Cam Newbold. Ryan Tyndale is buttering up after also doing the reserves game, helping out there. Well done, Ryan. And now today's game is brought to you by live streaming, is brought to you by Rainbow Coast Insurance Brokers. See James and the team there for any of your insurance need. Phoenix Painting and Decorating. See Mike for any painting you got. He is sponsoring the mark of the day. And Suggs Timber and Machinery and Joinery. See Rogan for goal of the day. So any of your needs and those particularly, make sure, and also Triple M for their support of country football. Live streaming today, I'm joined by my mate and Curtis, who's on the camera. So Curtis, enjoy your day, and looking forward to a very good start to this game of football. My name's Terry Eden, Chairman of the GSFL, and we'll certainly get into it as both the toss has been done and both teams are in their little final huddle before they move out into their respective positions.
We're going that way.
So Mount Barker is kicking towards the town end. Is that David Stone had a baby this week? Is that right? Is it David Stone had a bud this week from his wife?
I believe Stoney, where we got? No, he's out.
No, David Stone's playing.
Ooh, okay.
Number 16. Just gone to centre back, I'd say.
Who's the bloody paperwork, Tony? Well, she hasn't given.
Whilst players are getting them in, and your Mount Barker players from yesteryear, on the 8th of August, there's a 30-year reunion for the 1996 Premiership team. So, past players, etc., put your name and down for that. Get in touch with the club and make sure you get along on the 8th of August. By Newbold holds the ball aloft, and away we go. The ruckman at it. Barker win the tap. Ball's spilling forward. Parsons hitting the pack hard. Handball into no man's land. Brock Anning picks the ball up in the middle of the ground. His trusty left foot goes forward looking for a teammate. Just over the hands of Robbie Lee. Robbie Lee's running onto it and gives it sideways for a point to start the proceedings. Barker to bring the ball back into play. Looking to the far side. Nice kick out there looking for a teammate. Cut off by Isaac Baum. The ball spills out of off hands and out of bounds right in front of the scoreboard, which is nice and illuminating there under the dark sky. It's a mark taken in the forward pocket for the Sharks. Moves in, very deliberate, kicks, so to the top of the square, ball hits the ground, Barker brings it away, Yeah, Tommy Bradshaw taken high there. He'll go back into the forward line. Onto his left foot. Oh, he's kicked into the man of the mark. The ball spills off. Cam Jones out to the side, picks it up, handballs onto a teammate. Quick on there from Clay Harrington. Ball spills around the goal square. Barker brings it back out, and it's picked up by Brock Anning. Brock Anning throws a boot at it, and looks like it's been to the right for a point. So the Sharks doing the early attacking. Bulls under pressure in their back half. Comes this side of the clubhouse side, looking for a bit of help from the Isaiah Hayman. Handballs off to teammates, brings it down the line. Ball still inside, comes off the hands of Craig Jackson, and it will be a throw in right between, just near the Mount Barker dugout. Clubhouse side. Ball thrown in, off hands. Bryce Basso gets a little kick forward. Robbie Lee spins on it, goes on to his left. Little shove there from Keegan Taylor, and the ball's well tapped, kept in there by the Sharks player. And we're going to have a throw. Umpire Newbold says, give it to me. Ball's up. Ball kick to the top of the square. And we'll have a 0-0 draw there. We'll have another throw up. About 15 metres out from the Sharks' goal. And a 0-0 draw, and we'll go again. And ditto. The fourth or fifth throw up in about half a minute or a minute, so the ball's going nowhere. There's plenty of stacks on the mill right in front of the Sharks goal there, about 15 metres out. So good pressure on the ball, both teams. Parsons kicks the ball, finds a teammate in the middle, and that is Craig Jackson Craig. Ball now out at left half forward. Sharks sprint away though, find a teammate on there on the far wing. Short pass up the line. Sharks trying to attack again. Longer kick. Ball's going to land about where the scoreboard is, and Tajan Woods loops in. It's out of bounds on the full, and it'll be a free kick changeover, and Mount Barker will take it right in front of the scoreboard, which reads Sharks 2 points, Bulls yet to trouble the scorer, 0-0. Kick down the line, on the far side of the ground. Off hands, and it'll be a throw in. And by Tyndale will move in, throw the ball here, and away they go again, the big boys. Brent Parsons tries to do something with it. There's another smother off the boot there, and the ball's out of bounds on the far wing. the clubhouse. Parker, oh, he's running into trouble. That's Brent Parsons running into trouble. Good tackle there. Robbie Lee. Quick kick across the line, looking for a teammate. Then we have a legal disposal. So it'll be a kick there to Ned Shepherd. About 30 metres out, directly in front. Last week he left his kicking boots behind, so hopefully he's bought his kicking boots this week. Taking his 430, very deliberate, moves in, kicks on goal, and that looks a pretty good one to me, and that's the first for the day. On the scoreboard, Sharks lead 1-2, Bulls yet to trouble the scorer. So the weather, which was supposed to be raining cats and dogs, I don't want to test it, but so far so good. Pretty clear, pretty dark overhead, but the lights are on and footy's the winner at the moment. So Kai grips his up, good tap, finds Craig, Jackson Craig, he will kick forward. Parker loads from the middle of the ground up towards the goals. Oh, that's a good mark by Cam Jones. He's been very good form all year, taking over the big mantle there from Kane Penny. He's moved across to Royals. Sharks come out wide, and that's going to be out of bounds in the full right in front of us here at the clubhouse, and Mitch Jackson will take the resulting kick, looking for a teammate, and finds him. And this is Tyson Wallinger. Tyson unloads towards the top of the square. Dylan Gowdy takes a swing at it, and it's off hands and out of bounds in the left forward pocket, about 5 metres around from the point post. Town end, Barker kicking to. See if they can make something of this 4A. Darcy Lupke picks up the kick, picks the board to the top of the square again. I say Hayden in the band. And we've got a resultant free kick here to Mount Barker. About 25 metres out, directly in front. Is that Dante? And this is Dante Wiseman. Known goal kicker. Moves in. There it is, they're all celebrating. So there's the first one onto the board for the Bulls. A much needed goal for all the work they've been doing. They need to get some results, and they got it out of their back half and kept it there for a little bit. So the result was very good for Mount Barker. Trail the Sharks, who lead 1-2 to 1 goal. And we're just crossing over the 11-minute mark. Your clock counts up, doesn't it? Your clock counts up, doesn't it? Counts up, your clock?
Yeah.
Mitch Jackson wins it out, takes a big high leap. Ball's now on the run. It'll run out of bounds. Right in front. Oh! Sharks might have done themselves out of a kick there. Ball was running towards the boundary, and Augustin's picked it up and run it through the line. It's a nice throw in. Jackson up. Bryce Blasco wins with a handball. We've gone forward, unfortunately. It's found an opposition in Wallinger. Wallinger kicks it down long, and nice mark is taken by Jake Shepherd at about 15 metres out from their opposite goal. He's kicked out wide looking for a teammate on the far side there. And Shepherd paddling it along. Oh, there's a big puddle of water out there that's splashing around. Anyway, back into it. Handball to grass. Parsons comes through. Sockers again off the ground. Playing a bit of aerial ping pong, a bit of volleyball there as the ball's tapping around. Sharks emerge with a handball to grass. Taj Williams with a nice little deft kick like he can. Try and look for a teammate. Parsons though finds it first, and anyway then it's smothered. Ball still bobbing around over there on the far side, and ball's now out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in on the far side of the ground, directly across from us here at Sounders Park. Good tap from Mitch Jackson, doing the work to the middle of the ground. Ball comes out to him at the front there, slams onto the boot, ball goes forward, looking for a teammate. Sharks cut it off, Cam Jones gets it and then finds his teammate in the middle of the ground. He goes out wide looking for it again. Quick kick inside, looking for, and there's Bryce Blasco. Blasco quickly unloads looking towards a teammate coming in, and there's a nice lead and a good take about 30 metres out from the Sharks' goal. And this is welcome back Brett Peake. He's had a nice holiday touring around with his family. Good on him. Peake jogs in and he's put it to the left. Must be out of practice, the old young fella. Listen to the left like that. Mark to bring the ball back in, straight up the middle of the ground, looking for a teammate. Ooh, puts a bit of pressure on Alex Skinner there, and Alex is wrapped up, taking the ground, and we'll have another throw. Centre forward for the Sharks. Can Newbold to get action again? Ball up. Players diving in. Bryce Blasco merges with it. Nearly finds Peake. Just a little bit too hard that one. Ball's up and down in the same spot. Another play on call, and we'll have another throw up. Centre half forward for the Sharks. Heading towards the racecourse end. Quick handball over, looking for a teammate. Well sharked by Bryce Blasco. Blasco off the side of the boot looking for a teammate, and chopping it off is Mount Barker. Short pass, and then we've got another. Zahn Woods cross that short pass off. He kicks it back, top of the score, looking for a teammate. Ball picked up by Isaac Baum. Baum turns, spins, kicks towards the top of the goal square. Ball's there, off hands, and we have a snap, and that looks like our mate Brett Peake scoring his first one for 2026. Ball moves now back in the middle. Umpire Tyndale throws the ball up. Big men fly. That's it. Robbie Lee gets in and grabs the ball. He's not waiting for anything. Balls it. Jackson's feet. Needs some help. Off hands. Hayden there with good hands off to Tyson Wallinger. Wallinger goes inside looking for Parsons. He handballs back to Wallinger. He comes out looking for a teammate here in front of us. Oh, well done there by Jacob Saunis. Jacob Saunis kicks forward, and we're going to have a free kick to Isaiah Hayden. .45 out. He'll launch from just inside the arc. He's a noted goal kicker, Isaiah, so it's not beyond him. Here's a teammate in the pocket there, and Chester Graham could easily kick it forward and give him a bit closer. Launches towards the goal, and I reckon he might have got it. That's a very good goal, and well deserved. Well done by Isaiah Hayden. His first for the day, and that was a very good goal. Off the left foot, and did not deviate. Ball back in the middle. Good tap from Mitch Jackson there. Need to get a teammate on it. Tajan Woods going backward, finds Cam Jones the handball. Jones goes forward and finds Robbie Lee on the attacking side. He's off, gone. No pressure on the kick there. Over the outstretched arms of Isaac Baum. Missed it. Goes over the back. And there's a flurry on there as Cooper Sandy tries to boast his way through. Sam Marsh and Mitch Jackson go at it. Ball's up and down. Baum tries to snap it. Great smother there by Mount Barker. Comes forward, and there's a good mark. Taken, sliding in as Mitch is Ben Kirkwood. He goes down low, and then it's just overcooked it a bit, and the Sharks take the mark. That's Ashley Sanders. Sanders goes back towards the wing. David Stone tackle there. He became a father this week. Congratulations to you and the family, mate. Mr. Zane Woods take a little kick, and it's off the side of the boot. It's going to be out of bounds. At left half forward for the Sharks. A relieving kick will be taken by the Mount Barker. Come back towards the club on the clubhouse side. Kick inside finds David Stone. Bryce Besco quickly manned up. There's another kick looking further afield. Just misses the outstretched hands there of Ben Kirkwood. Ball goes back. Oh, straight through the legs there. Taj Williams. Lead to him all day. He finds a pass to Brett Peake. Peake goes back in the middle and finds a teammate in Bryce Blasco. Blasco's got a teammate directly out in front. His ball goes straight on to goal and kicks the third for the day. Yeah, good shift of play there by by the Bulls, by the Sharks, I should say. It was a good shift of play. Peak back in the middle, and then Blasco found Baum all on his own about 30 metres out, right of centre, and he didn't miss. Kicked a couple of handy goals last week. The ball now moves back to the middle of the ground, where umpire Tyndale will throw the ball up. Hayden to go against Royal Red. There by Jackson Craig, but Cameron Jones coming the other way. He's Smashes it back towards centre half forward for the Sharks. Robbie Lee quickly wins it. He's onto his left foot, looking out wide, looking for Brett Peake. Peake takes on the race there. Peake unloads, goes high. Oops, Hayden slipped over. Nice under it. Snap there by Sharks. And we have another point. Williams had probably a little bit more time then. Anyway, snap there, and ball now has to be foxed.
It's in the bush.
Back of the goal there, it's in the bush. So playing hide and seek. So we'll have a little break and see us whilst we're doing that. We'll just today's game is brought to you by Rainbow Coast Insurance Brokers. See James the team for the insurance assistant you may have. Phoenix Painting and Decorating for the Mark of the Year. See Mike. And for Suggs Timbers, Machinery and Joinery, Goal of the Year sponsorship. See Rogan and the team out there at Suggs. And a big special thanks to Triple M for their ongoing support of Great Southern Footy. Yep, we've had a find. The ball comes back.
Yeah, Becky found a bottle.
Brett Peake found it in the bush. Did the right thing, dropped in the goal square and jogged out to his 25 metres from the goals. Brings it back in. Ball goes wide, comes back inside. Well met Barker. Oh, tries to be too fancy. Comes down the line outside wide. And there's a good mark. 2. Augustin goes back inside looking for a teammate. There's Tajan Woods, and it was a beautiful little daisy cutter to Brett Peake on the lead. Takes a mark about 30 metres out, left on a 45-degree angle. And he's got the 2-hand salute for the goal umpire. Well done. And we move on to 4 goals for the Sharks, leading the Bulls 2 goals straight. Let's get towards the later page stage of the first quarter, ticking over the 25-minute mark. And the Bulls now back in the middle. Thomas Remay's up. Craig up. And he's been pinged on the ball. Good tackle by Tajan Woods. Tajan quickly on the left boot. Kicks out in front, finds a teammate. It's Cooper Sandy. Sandy onto the left foot. Looking down the line for Peake. Over his outstretched hands. He goes long and finds into the middle of the ground. He gets Ben Kirkwood. Kirkwood spins onto his right leg. Comes out wide looking for a teammate and finds Seth Jones. Quick handball off to Jackson Craig. Craig drives the ball forward. There's a run onto the ball, rolling towards the goals. Quick pick up there by the Sharks and goes out wide on the far side. And that looks... There's a nice kick down the line by Tommy Bradshaw and Heath. Off hands, ball play on there on the far side. Ball goes up towards the Sharks, trying to go forward, and the ball's going to go out of bounds right near the scoreboard. It shows the Bulls 2 goals, Sharks 4 goal 4. It's Showers Park. Later stage of the first quarter. Throw in. Good. Shark the head tap. Good tackle there by Isaac Baum on his opponent. Points him down, and we'll have another throw up Up by Newbold. Ball there. Good use of the body there. By Brent Parsons. Parsons there and finds a teammate out there in Ben Kirkwood. Been very busy already. He looks into the centre of the ground and finds Keegan Taylor. Taylor looking for teammates. Ball's about 30 metres out from goal. Gowdy and Jones go at it. Ball's bobbing around. Gowdy picks it up, throws on the boot, and we have a minor score to the Mount Barker Bulls. Try and block it in and get a goal. Augustin takes the kick in, goes out wide. Sladen Hayden is in the band. Ball off hands, hits the ground. Some clever work. Parsons up high, there over his opponent in the middle of the ground. Jackson Craig has been done. Pinged again for not disposing of the ball. Good tackle by Dejan Woods. He goes out far side, looks for a teammate, finds him. Drilling down with a nice lead from Tars Williams. Williams takes the mark from his opponent. On the right half forward. Ball's going in looking for Pete. There's a dive down. It's a slip skate, so it should be later in the season. Goes out wide there, Mount Barker.
Minute and a half left.
As we're into the latter stage of the balls. There's a big puddle of water there on the far side of the ground. Coming out with it is Mount Barker. Barker, kick, looking for Dante Wiseman. We'll have a ball up. Umpire Tyndale says give it to me. We'll Karen Griffiths there wins that tap. Dejan Woods well tackled by Ben Kirkwood. Gets a short pass away. Ball goes back to Sam Marsh. Sam Marsh goes towards the wing. The ball's one again, and there's Isaiah Hayden used his body really well there against Augustin, and he's got a mark about 35 metres, 40 metres out left of centre as we move towards the latter part of the first quarter. Takes his time, settles over the ball. Moves in. Right as the siren goes, let's fly, and left to centre for a point. The goal then would have been very handy for the Mount Barker Bulls. That's the end of the first quarter here at Sounders Park, which sees the Sharks 4-4 leading the Bulls 2-2. I'm Terry Eden. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with you shortly for the second quarter. Thank you.
Our name is derived from the Greek prefix, macro, large. From the day we were born, this has been a promise for the future. We have grown through dedication, sweat, self-denial, faithful to our mission of being on the side of those who put themselves on the line. Through our name, we celebrate the greatness of those who believe there are no obstacles higher than their dreams. The courage to get back up after falling. The obstinacy of believing until the end. These are the values embedded in our logo. The Macron Hero. It's a celebration of sacrifice and tenacity. Up until your personal victory, until your arms are in the sky. Become your own hero.
Oh, they got overage players and all sorts of things. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back. Start the second quarter here at Sounders Park. As I said just before, Sounders Park is very, very receptible to football today at the moment. So no sunshine, but it's not raining from the heavens anyway. So far so good for both teams. And umpire Newbold moves in to start proceedings again, and away we go. And the Sharks through Dejan Woods comes out the front. Oh, there's a good tackle, and there by looks like Keane Griffiths, centre half back. Coming out wide to the clubhouse side, looking for Mitch Jackson, and Jackson doesn't let him. No, it's not Jackson, it's Brent Parsons. Oh no, you can't play in front of your mark. There was a good mark there, Brent. You paid the mark, well done. Now you've got a teammate just inside there, and he'll use him up too. And that's Riley Connolly. He just drives it deep towards the top of the goal square. Hayden's in there. Gets a quick handball off. Quick kick around the corner. Sharks get back in numbers. Cam Jones relieves the pressure, looking for Dejan Woods there, and finds him at right half back. Quick play on. Good sir. Then there's Taj Williams, takes a mark at right half back. He looks inside and finds Brock Anning. Brock Anning will play on as well. On that left foot, he drives it forward, looking for a teammate, and it's just over the hands there. Then Ed Shepherd coming through, missed it. Then anyway, now Isaac Baum, been watching too much of the World Cup there. Socket off the ground, goes forward again. Ball's edging towards the Sharks' goals. Quick kick out of there, oh, and there it's pulled in with a mark to Sam Marsh. Marsh with a quick handball with Robbie Lee, well done. Good work by the Sharks players. Unloads towards the goals and pulls it right for a point. William Byers takes a kick in, kicks out wide to the far side. Good trap. Handball off. There's Kyan Griffiths. Handball's out, looking for a teammate. Pick it up and handball it to a teammate, boys. Come on, let's go. Well done. Dodge inside. Gets a little kick down the line. Handball off. And good play there from Barker taking the ball forward. And there's a good mark out there to Dylan Gowdy over near the scoreboard on the far side of the ground. He unloads, looking for a teammate. Then Jackson takes a good strong mark in the pack, and he'll be about 40-45 metres out, right at centre, and looking to increase the score for the Bulls. Unloads towards the goals, and yes, and that's a good pack mark, deserves a really good goal, and that's a good start to the second quarter from Mount Barker. It's Mitch Jackson's first. That mark puts Mitch Jackson in the line for the Phoenix Painting and Decorating goal of the day, goal of the year. And certainly the goal of the day. Mark there. Good mark. Ball's on the ground. And as always, Parsons fighting his way into it. Goes inside to Mitch Jackson, and he's taken out unfairly in a marking contest. And I'd say he's sucking in the big ones after that one. He's got a teammate out here in Kobe Williams from the clubhouse. Kobe Williams goes down the clubhouse side and finds another teammate in Riley Connolly. Should have taken the short pass, I reckon. Anyway, Dylan Gowdy's won a free kick. About 45 out. Left to centre. By Newbold, making sure he comes back around. Yep, over the shoulder there, so he won the free kick. Launches towards the top of the goal square. Big punch out there by the defending Sharks player. Oh, the ball's bounced. It might have bounced through. Not sure who kicked that one. Did you see what number that was, Curtis?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Anyway, not sure who kicked that goal, but it's a welcome goal to the Mount Barker Bulls, which brings them up to 4-2, trailing the Sharks 4-5. So making inroads in this second quarter, kicking towards the racecourse end. And the Sharks kicking towards the town end. Jackson up again. Baum wins it though. Slams on the boot. Going forward, looking for a teammate. Over the hands of Williams. Ball's bobbing around. Take control of it, lads. Taps it out. Swings the boot at it there. By Kyan Griffiths. Goes nowhere. It's coming back though with interest. Goes to the top of the square. Off hands and through for a point. Pete used his body well then, but young William Byers certainly is pushing back and doing a good job. Byers brings the kick in, looking out wide to the far side, looking for a teammate. He's taken front on, and there's going to be a free kick. Kick goes long and wide to the far side on the wing there. And that looked like a good mark. Not sure who that was. He goes down long, but it's right in front of the scoreboard. But it's cut off by the Sharks. The Sharks will go forward, go back to the wing. Pass looking for it there. Isaac Baum's in, gets the handball out. Williams off to Tajan Woods. Woods quickly goes forward, finds Robbie Lee. Robbie Lee unloads. It's well smothered by Byers. William Byers. And we'll have a throw up about 40 metres out from the Sharks goal. Handball off. Going back. And there's a good mark taken by Byers again. He's having a good game. Comes back inside. Oops. Pulling off. Yeah, don't try and bust through to his arm. Woods. He wraps your arms around you. Not going to go too far. Seth Jones there got wrapped up. He's handballed off to Isaac Baum. Baum will take him on. Oh, good smother there by the Mount Barker player. He goes back looking for a teammate and finds Griffiths just out the goals. Griffiths coming to the clubhouse side. Ball sports a ground. Josh Sanders handballs in there. Back to Parsons. Parsons wins it, goes forward looking for a teammate on the wing. Keep it in front of you, young fella. That's well done. Well done. And that's Dylan Gowdy. The ball's off hands. Oh, no. It's going to be a free kick to Mount Barker. The lasso. Wiseman to take it. Looking over the top for Mitch Jackson. And he wins a free kick from Cam Jones there. Jackson unloads, looking for a Hayden on the lead, and that's a very good kick and a very good mark. Good kick to position there by Jackson. Parsons coming off for a well-earned rest, replaced by Alex Skinner. Hayden will take the kick. A chance to put the balls in front for the first time today. Very deliberate, slow onto his, coming in on his left foot. Unloads, and that looks pretty good. He's pretty happy with himself, jumping in for joy. So that's his second for today, and puts the Mount Barker Bulls in front for the first time today. 5-2, leading the Sharks 4-6, 2-point margin, and we've done just over 10 minutes into the second quarter. Ball comes back to the middle of the ground, and umpire Tyndale will start proceedings again. And we'll have David Stone up there against his opponent. David wins the thing, but his teammate is quickly wrapped up in Tyson Wallinger. Baum trying to bust his way out of there. Yep, handball to the man in trouble. That's Jan Woods with another great tackle in the middle of the ground there. Tackles man way above his height, and he's unloaded a lovely little pass to find Taj Williams on the 50-metre arc right in front of us. So he'll take his best. He does have a good leg, but yeah, this will certainly take his best from here. Moves in, pretty deliberate, gets out a little bit and kicks long towards the top of the goal square. It's off hands for a point. It's his second point for the day. Again, William Bryars will bring the ball back into play. Straight up the middle, there's a teammate there. Oh, didn't quite reach him, but he's made something of it. Over there, over the stretched hands of Jackson, played on, and then it's come back very quickly with interest, and Taj Williams has taken a mark about 30 metres out, directly in front for the Sharks, kicking towards the town end. Very deliberate. And that puts them back in front there. That's it for the first of the afternoon. That brings the Sharks up to 5-7, leading the Bulls 5-2. So shortly in front there by the Bulls. But they're playing a lot better football, a lot more cohesion in their game at the moment. Ball back in the middle, applying new ball to set it up. Stone goes at it. Oh, very crude high tackle there on Jacob Saunis. Saunis goes across, looking for a teammate, finds him. Ball's popped up. Okay, the Sharks player too much of a look at it there, and he's forced it forward, looking for a teammate. Comes back inside, kicks it forward, and there's Barker to take the mark on the far wing. Short pass, finds a teammate in Keegan Taylor. Taylor goes out wide, looking again. Taylor follows up, gives it an option. Barker kicking inside the 50. It's well met, socket off the ground. A low World Cup style. There's Robbie Lee quickly handballs to space and chases it up again. Then follows up again, gets another back-up handball. Keep the ball and play the Sharks as they move the ball forward. It's well trapped. Ball's supposed to Brock Anning off the ground. And then they're all wrapped up into Arns Woods, and someone's tackling him for a change. And we're about to throw up on the far side of the ground. Gowdy there, he's throwing his weight around, ping-ponging around. The ball's now on the ground, and umpire Newbold will call it. It's my ball. 15.5 minutes gone in the second quarter. As I say, we've been blessed by the shower gods today. We've been lucky, no showers so far in this game. Ball goes long and wide down to from by Woods towards Brett Peake. Peake keeping the ball around again, sockers it forward again. Picked up. Ned Shepherd onto it. Snaps, ball's high, and off hands and out of bounds in the right forward pocket. Town end, to which the Sharks are attacking. Sam Marsh against David Stone there in the throw in. Robbie Lee on the hands and knees, trying to get it through, and we're going to have it out of bounds in the right forward pocket, about 5 metres around from the point post. Another throw in. And Barker win it. Ball goes towards Brent Parsons. Parsons puts the pressure on. Tazan Woods going the other way. Ball spills off hands and we've got a point. Force point. Prize to bring the ball back into play. Prize comes towards the clubhouse side, looks out and finds a teammate right here at left half back. Another short pass looking for Brent Parsons. He's hot as. Sanders comes right on him there. Put the pressure on. Oh, short kick was to nobody. There's Clay Harrington with a handball forward, looking for a teammate. And the ball spills off hands and we'll have a throw in right here. There's two balls there, and Isaac Bourne from the Sharks and Brent Parsons from the Bulls. Spill the tackle and tie it up. Free kick here.
To number 28 for us.
To 28, which is Kobe Williams. Head over the ball, he's going to look inside. Yep, gets there, finds Jan Griffiths. Oh, these little poor passes. Robbie lays onto it like a seagull on a chip. Kicks out wide looking for Bryce Blasco. Ball hits the grass and it's going to run out of bounds. Here at the right half forward, clubhouse side. So the Sharks heading towards the town end. Throw in there, nice good throw in for the big fellas to get at it. Robbie Lee reads it over the back and he's onto it his little left foot, looking out for a teammate, and it's well spoilt there by Chester Graham. Ball comes back. Griffiths comes through with a big punch, about 30 metres it travels. There's Brock Adding trying to burst his way through, and he's been wrapped up, and it'll be a free kick to the Mount Barker Bulls. Against the Sharks, I should say. There's Griffiths to take it. Having a pretty good quarter there in the back line. Good hands there. Mount Barker goes forward, looking for a teammate out wide on the far side. And the ball's going to run out of bounds, and we're going to have what they call a lasso. So the Sharks will take the resultant kick. Sharks come forward, Bourne unloads, goes towards centre half forward. Robbie Lee front and centre, as a good small man does. Throws, turns and kicks on his left foot, on his right foot, doesn't do anything to them. Mount Barker with it. Through Sounders. Sounders goes inside, finds a teammate in Wallinger, centre half back. He comes back outside and finds Parsons right in front of us. Should have held it to give himself more time. Sanders closed him down for the Bulls, Sharks. Pretty lackadaisical that one, and they got away with it because it's been bottled up at right half forward, and we'll have a throw up by umpire Tyndale. Big men get there, Stone and Marsh. Stone with a big thump towards the middle of the ground. And there's Woods off the deck, suckles it forward, goes well down the ground. The ball's going to run out of bounds in the left forward pocket, about 15-20 metres around from the left point post. Zane Woods entering to play again. A high contact in that tackle against the Sharks. And Parker to relieve the pressure at centre half back. That's young Jacob Sounders. Oh, he's been done. I reckon he's done this. Oh, yeah. Went off his line and then umpire called play on and then was tackled by Ned Shepherd. So about 35 out from the Sharks' goal. Yeah, doesn't matter what grade of footy, there's pressure on any time and everywhere. Got to be aware of what's going on around you with your You see outside what you're doing. It's a coach's nightmare, that last one. Anyway, Shepherd, 35 out, coming in, ready to kick on goal. And he's put it through for his second for the afternoon. And he's got his kicking boots on today. And that takes the Sharks to 6 goals 8. And they kick away to a 12-point margin. The Bulls 5 goals 2. So it's Kai and Kian brothers.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, ball's back in the middle. Jackson to go up there, wins a tap. Sanders crawling around on the ground, looking to get it up. Sean Woods sharks it. Quick tackle on Bryce Blasco. Pete picks it up. He's tackled beautifully here by Bryce. Bryce is having a very good game. And wins a free kick against Brett Peake. Bryce comes out wide. Parsons forces it down. Jean Woods, Vince Augustin handballs in. Sanders, quick kick down. And it's wide of the mark and out of bounds on the full.
Starting to rain too.
Just starting to drizzle a bit. Anyway, our Barker at left half back. Connolly lines down the wing, coming towards. All up and all down. Ball gets through to Dante Wiseman. Take the ball, young fella. Goes back in. Good tackle. Brings it to the ground. And we'll have a throw up. Was trying to find his way through there. Ooh. Ball kick down, Shark, Mount Barker, take it forward. Ball kick haphazardly, but Mitch Jackson takes the mark on the wing. Looks inside, looking down long, looking for Hayden again. Puts it to the advantage of Hayden. Hayden pushed off to a bit easy there. Handball out to Shepherd for the Sharks. He handballs wide, looking for a teammate over in front of the scoreboard. And the ball's out of play. In front of the scoreboard, which says the Sharks 6 goals 8, leading the Bulls 5 goals 2 at about the 25-minute mark in the second quarter. As it winds down the second quarter, ball's thrown in. Hayden up. And we'll have a 0-0 draw, and we'll have another throw up by umpire Newbold. Good tap from Mitch Jackson there. Pulls over with a quick kick out of it, and there's a good mark to relieve. Looks like Riley Connolly. Connolly goes out wide, finds a teammate on the far wing. Little chip kick, and finds Brent Parsons. Parsons unloads. It's about 30 metres out from the goal, and there's a good mark by Hayden Clark. Clark comes across looking for a teammate, finds Vince Augustin. Gowdy sneaks up onto the mark. Augustin waving around, directing traffic to get players across on this side of the ground, clubhouse side. Jackson nearly marks it, but spills off hands. Cooper Sandy kicks the ball, it's up and loud. Jackson wins it. He's gone. He's a Hail Mary across the ground towards the the scoreboard side of the ground. Sharks were too quick to get there though. It's well tackled and whoa, yeah, and he's been done. Good work. Good work there by Keegan Taylor. Taylor then quick chip, finds a teammate. Good work there by Taylor. Pushed himself to get there and chase him down. Ball's moved forward and it's going to be out of bounds. In about right half forward for the Bulls. Wants to make use of it while it's down this end of the ground. Hayden Clark sits under it and takes a very good mark, about 25-30 metres out from the defensive goal. Called a play on, kicks out wide on the far side, and there's a good mark taken by Mount Barker. Goes in short on the lead. And it's a resultant free kick to the Sharks. Sharks are really the pressure. Nice low kick down, over the back, good work. Handball to his Barker teammate in trouble there. And the free kick goes to Augustin. So a pretty good game there in half back. Goes out wide, finds a teammate. Quick pass down to Blasco. Blasco takes the mark. Blasco's long to the far wing. And there's a big splash and the ball's now out of bounds on the far wing. A bit towards the latter end of the second quarter.
Minute to go.
There's Robbie Lee bursting away from it again. Done that many times today. Peake and Briers go at it. Ooh. Kicking in danger by Peake there. And Briers to take the relieving kick. Looking for a teammate. Ooh. Finds Jackson Craig. Goes wide and long to the far wing. Looking for teammate. There's another good mark. Oh, don't know about the bounce of the ball, young fella. Ball's been rushed forward for the Mount Barker. Good tackle there. French good. Unlucky, Mount Barker were running into an open goal there, right on the siren. Right on the siren. Anyway, that takes us to half time, which shows the scoreboard shows the Sharks 6-8, leading the Bulls 5-2, 2-goal margin. And that was a very even quarter. That quarter, both teams had some good attacking. Sharks kicked 2 goals and the Bulls 3. So the Bulls probably a little bit in front of the arm wrestle on that quarter, but it was a good quarter of footy. And with that, we'll take a break here at Sounders Park and be back shortly.
The relationship with Great Southern Fuel started with my father 50 years ago, delivering fuel in drums back in the day, which has progressed into large tanks now. They've been very reliable and efficient on time with service.
We run a mixed farming operation here on Chapman Valley, just north of Geraldton, managing about 5,500 hectares. We've been with what is now Great Southern Fuels for in excess of 20 years. There's always challenges and situations that catch you out, and they've been really, really good at accommodating that for us.
We've been with Great Southern for 28 years now. Look, they've given us exceptional service and the price competitive, so it's wonderful.
They're a great company to work for. They're a family-owned business. They will support you and whatever is required.
I've got Alan's phone number, I've got Steve's phone number, and I know if I ring it I'll get an answer, which is really cool.
The relationship's great and the service is second to none. So I ring up and it doesn't matter if it's Saturday, Sunday or whenever I ring up, I'll have fuel. So we've never been held up or had a problem with them. So my theory is that's what I'm about. It's about service and the relationship, and it's been fantastic.
It's very important to maintain long-term customers' loyalty and give back what you can when you can.
Great Southern Fuels is one of the few companies that I've been involved with that gives so much back to the local community. We support so many different organisations and country, sporting clubs, field days, farming organisations.
We endeavour to give back. The community looked after us by dealing with us, and we just gave it back in what we could do. Footy club needs a hand, well, it's because they need a hand that you give it to, not the other way around.
When you look at how they conduct themselves in the community, they've been a great supporter of the Livestock Transporters Association. Just incredible what they do.
I do a lot for the community, which is good. And not only late race either, it's right through where all these outlets are all over the state. He's been excellent with that.
We tend to sponsor major events, the Great Southern Football Carnival, Colt Carnival.
Across the board, I think sponsorships are a very important part of any community. I grew up in Lake Grace and footy was my life down there for a long time. Great Southern sponsored Lake Grace back then, and along with many other footy clubs and hockey clubs and tennis clubs, and we might not always be making a big deal out of it, but the people that get sponsored, they understand and they relate to it.
They do a lot for the town, so I can't fault them. They've been brilliant.
Great Southern Fuels have got strong values, and that shows in what they do. They walk the talk and they do what they do.
You deal with people that are there and care about your business, and these people have been absolutely wonderful.
I'm very proud of what Mum and Dad have achieved in their life and how they've structured the business, and it's all structured around our customers and looking after people and being in the right areas where we need to sell the fuel and have the support there and sponsorship, being part of the community, even though we're not in that community, but our workers are there and that's part of us.
Our name is derived from the Greek prefix macro, large. From the day we were born, this has been a promise for the future. We have grown through dedication, sweat, self-denial, faithful to our mission of being on the side of those who put themselves on the line. Through our name, we celebrate the greatness of those who believe there are no obstacles higher than their dreams. The courage to get back up after falling. The obstinacy of believing until the end. These are the values embedded in our logo. The Macron Hero. It's a celebration of sacrifice and tenacity. Up until your personal victory, until your arms are in the sky. Become your own hero.
Righto, welcome back to Sounders Park. Here at just after half time, the scores were Sharks 6 goals 8, leading the Bulls 5 goals 2. My name's Terry Eaton, GSL Chair, bringing this commentary today, joined by Curtis on the camera. So today's live stream brought to you by Rainbow Coast Insurance Brokers. See James and the team for any insurance needs. Phoenix Painting and Decorating, sponsoring Mark of the Day. See Mike for any painting you need done, and Suggs Timber Joinery and Machinery. See Rogan for any of your needs for hardware, etc. And those sponsoring Goal of the Day, and a special thanks to Triple M for also coming on board for the GSFL live streaming. First half was pretty even. Both teams having a good crack. So the second quarter was certainly a bit more even than the first quarter, but the Bulls forced their way back, just got in front, and then the Sharks retaliated and got a couple of quick goals. So anyway, we'll see what the next quarter brings. And the light rain has started to fall here at Sounders Park, and it's very gloomy. The lights are shining brightly on the scoreboard and above the ground. Anyway, we'll look forward to a cracking second half and see what we can do and go from there.
It is.
Oh, you've done that already?
Yes.
Anyway, up by Tyndale to start proceedings. Hand aloft. There's the siren. We'll begin the third quarter. Game on, boys. David Stone wins a tap forward. Skinner gets it and then fell out of his hands, but quickly followed up with a tackle on Bryce Blasco. Stone again up against Sam Marsh. Ball kicked forward. Matt Barker quickly runs the ball forward. Ball's there. Aidan Clark quick kick out of defence there. And a whistle, and not sure what that was for. And it's a free kick to Sharks at right half back. Isaac Baum to take it. Unloads to the far wing. Ball's up, and there's a good mark in the pack. That was marked by Sam Marsh. Handballed off the teammate. He runs out and kicks it out wide, finds another teammate. Ball's being forced forward. Ball running hard on a lead. Tajan Woods with a quick snap, and I reckon he might have kicked a goal.
Yep.
No, it's umpire's signalling touched. Yep. Umpire Tyndale signalling touched. Takes the Sharks score to 6 goals 9. William Bryars brings the ball back in play and unloads to the far side. Mark. To Matt Barker, kick forward. Look at your teammate. Quickly cut off by the Sharks. Brock Anning puts his body over there. Charles Woods takes it. Handballs, a good handball out to Bryce Blasco. Blasco turns, goes wide, looking for Baum. Baum unloads towards the goal square where Peaker's roaming and off hands and out of bounds off Bryars. Right forward pocket, about 15 metres around for the point post. Ball thrown in. Ball pinballing around. Tajan Woods emerges with it.
Yep.
And I reckon he might have kicked a goal this time.
Touched again. No?
No. So a good snap there from Tajan Woods. takes the Sharks up to 7 goals 9, getting a bit of hold on the game, putting a bit of distance, 19 points, to the Bulls 5 goals 2. By Newbold to throw the ball up. Ball goes up. David Stone wins it and unloads towards centre half forward. Bodies and bodies up there. Hayden is in there, chasing the ball, getting after it. The ball's about 25-30 metres out from the Bulls' goal, heading towards the town end. This third quarter. Hayden up, good tap by Marsh. Good follow up. And free kick to that was a bit soft, wasn't it? Ben Kirkwood wins the free kick anyway. It's about 30 metres out, directly in front of the goal. Moves in. And kicks it. Very much needed goal for Mount Barker Bulls in this third quarter. It's only 4.5 minutes gone, but anyway, the Sharks have started well with that, but that's a good fight back by the Mount Barker Bulls, which takes the score to 6 goals 2, trailing the Sharks 7 goals 9, 13 points early in the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Ball comes back to umpire Tyndale, who gets the Trojan Award today. Also did the helped out by running the reserves game prior to the league game today. Ball up, Stone run underneath it. Still has a chance to soccer off. Darcy Lupke in there. Ball's out the back. Robbie Lee finds himself there with a quick kick out towards the wing. It's Jackson pushed off the ball. Cam Jones takes the ball, kicks it back in towards centre half forward for the Sharks. Ball spills out. Brett Parsons kicks it across the ground. Brings World Cup skills into vogue and he runs over it. And a free kick's been picked out for Mount Barker Bulls at left half back. Kicks down that line. Taj Williams with another beautiful kick, finds a teammate. Handball's off, there's to Jean Woods running towards goals. Peake and Bryars is in it. And we might have a free kick there to Peake over the shoulder on that occasion. Go around the corner, I'd say. Oh, decides to banana it. And does it. What a very good goal. He hasn't lost it, the young fella. Takes the Sharks up to 8 goals 9, leading the Bulls 6 goals 2. By Newbold to start proceedings, getting the ball up. Ball hacks it out of there, out the middle. Ball goes towards left half forward. There's a sprint on. Comes down the line. Looking for a teammate, there's none there. It's Clay Harrington kicks inside, finds a teammate. Those handballs off to Isaac Baum. to John Woods. So I could see going like Chip grabbed that one and his head off, got it to Taj Williams. Williams on, then Peak on a lead, takes a very good mark in front of Bryars on a good tension there. Bryars has been really busy.
Peaky's hurt.
Oops. Yep, call for the trainer, not sure what's happened, but he's getting up very gingerly. Now on his feet, it looks like he's going to take his kick after that very good mark and very good pass there from Taj Williams. Kicks looks pretty straight, straight throughs for another one. That's his third for the day. And as I said, this is his first game back for this year after a holiday, a nice holiday, resting around with his, travelling around with his family, and it's great to have him back on the park. Takes the Sharks to 9-9, now opening up a very handy lead against the Bulls 6-2. 25 points. The ball's now back in the middle of the ground. Umpire Newbold to start proceedings again. Bulls need the next one. Good tap by Stone, going forward to John Woods. Oop, he was off. Ball's still free, but still had enough time to recollect it. Well done, young fella. Keegan Taylor there, handball off. And well done by Wallinger, good ducky and dive. There's a great smother by Cooper Sandy. And Woods mopping up, takes it and finds a nice little pass through to Bryce Blasco here on the wing. Blasco looking for a teammate, finds him here at left half forward. Taj Williams, also a beautiful kick inside, finds Robbie Lee. Robbie Lee will go on his left. His teammate was in his way there for a bit. Oh, there's Bourne getting the hands off the back, and let's go from about 45 out and misses to the left. For another point to the Sharks. Takes their score to 9-10, leading 6-2, the Mount Barker Bulls here at Sounders Park. So William Bryars to bring the ball back into play. Comes out long and wide, looking for a teammate, and Bryce Blasco jumps in front. He'll look for a teammate. Peak on the lead, comes at it. Ball spilled off hand, and it's going to be out of bounds in the left forward pocket. We'll have a throw in about 20 metres around from the left point post. Sharks attacking to the racecourse end. Oop, there's a Robbie Lee there, kicks it into the post, so there's another point. Shark that well then, Robbie. Waiting for the ball to come back into play. Looks like Keane Griffiths brings it back into play, looks for a teammate straight in the middle and finds Wiseman. There's a quick kick, comes down the line in the middle. Brent Parsons wins it, it's up and down. Well led there by David Stone. David Stone goes towards a quick snap by Mitch Jackson, and we have a point to Mount Barker Bulls. Had a bit more time than he thought there. Cam Jones from the Sharks to bring the ball back into play. Down the town end. Taj Williams wins it. Gets easily around Gowdy then. That was a little bit good win by Dante Wiseman. Quick kick forward. Ball spilled out from Vince Augustin, and it'll be a lasso and Dante Wise will win the free kick here right in front of us. Kicking towards the town end goals, so it's about 60 metres away. Kicks, unloads, looking for a teammate. Ups Hayden, and there at the back, Cam Jones read it like a book, takes the mark on his chest, and quickly kick past about 30 metres around towards the clubhouse side and finds Taj Williams. Williams will put it nicely in front of Dante Wise and wins it though, and he kicks it back. So here we go, and it'll be straight into the lap of Cam Jones. Doesn't trust this side, so he's gone out the far side this time, and he'll look for Aidan Clark. Aidan Clark will have the legs to run onto it, gets the bounce. Good push from Tungardi there, but anyway, there's the likes of Robbie Lee. Run his distance there with a quick kick into the middle and finds a teammate in Seth Joshua Sanders. Well, a good contest by Briars. Gets a handball off to, looks like Kobe Williams, and Williams is straight down the throat of another Williams in the Taj variety for the Sharks. He goes forward, finds a teammate in Thomas Renee. Renee goes forward, looking down there. There's Peake and Briars. Peake soccers off the ground, and we have another point. Sam Nash just swapping with Renee there. Ball's just about ready to come back into play. Sharks leading 9-12. Bulls 6-3. Bulls need to try and get a goal or so before the end of the quarter. It's a 15-minute mark gone and ticked over. More attacking to the top end of the ground. Griffiths goes out wide looking for a teammate. Gets a hand, finds off. Don't handball to dirt, boys. Handball to the chest. Some slack work out there by Barker. Ball still in play. Pressure on the ball. And the ball eventually rolls over the line on the far wing. It's a long way across there. Very hard to see. Anyway, the ball will be thrown in over there. So Marston and Stone go at it. The throw in. 0-0 draw, the ball's on the ground. A free kick's been picked up and be taken by Mount Barker Bulls. Ball kicks to the far side. Off hands, and we'll have another throw in. About 40 metres down from where it was last. And another throw up. New ball in the air, Stone up, Marsh up, ball hits the ground, and who's going to win it? Who's going to be strong enough to take it away? No one. Going to have another throw up. Barker pushing it forward, and the ball will run out of bounds on the far side. Another throw in. Between wing and half forward for Sharks. Quick kick forward there out of that pack, and there's a good mark to Aidan Clark then. Clark comes across inside looking for Jones. The ball bounced fickly. Aidan Clark batters up again, goes forward and kicks it long out to this clubhouse wing. Isaac Bourne beelines the ball, runs straight through there and swings around with a quick handball forward, making a few metres. And there's wrapped up is Keane Griffiths, and gives the ball up to umpire Tyndale, and we'll have another throw up here on the clubhouse side. Big Sam Marsh there, marching David Stone forward, all wrapped up, probably going 2 or 3 metres. Stone and Marsh go at it again. Caleb Woods leads in the race to this one. Well halved there by Seth Jones. Ball, quick kick, and that'll be a throw in. Seth Jones just hobbling off to quick throw in. Jacob Sauer was taken high there by Robbie Lee. We'll have take a free kick. Move forward. Ball, quick handball off to Clay Harrington. Harrington unloads. Big Marsh runs in to throw his big body in front of the pack. There's Brent Parsons wrapping up another ball in Bryce Glasgow this time with the Sharks variety. Stone and Marsh go at it. Stone wins a tap. Robbie Lee picks it up at ground level. Finds Harrington at the back. Harrington with a quick kick. Taj Williams wins it at ground level, looks across the ground, finds a teammate. He's going forward looking for a quick run down there. I don't want to let it out because anyway, Robbie Lee, balls come back to the wing. Parsons and Lee go at it. Robbie Lee wins it, and he's put the handball off. Good thump on by Tommy Bradshaw there. And the ball's out. Going to be a throw up. Left half forward for the Sharks heading towards the racecourse end. Big jump there by Barker. Good tap. It's just to nowhere. Got to try and hit it to an area where they're going to win the ball and go forward. Parsons working hard on the ground against Bryce Glasgow there. Ball socket out of there. Race on. And good follow up there by Darcy Lubke. Lubke comes in fine, just too low for the ageing David Stone there. It's Stoney. There's a handball off. And Barker working hard. Ground level, both teams. Up by Newbold circling and then eventually calls it and he'll throw it up again. 22 minutes just clicked over in the third quarter. And we'll have another throw up basically in the same place on the far side of the square. Pushed his way through there, quickly scurried the kick forward. There's Ned Shepherd, spins around looking for a teammate. Out, and there's Alex Skinner, and he finds a teammate. He comes out wide, looking for Skinner again. Good pass, this side the square. Skinner, he's off. Working hard. And the ball runs out of bounds just inside the 50-metre arc, so we'll have a throw-in on the Mount Barker half-forward line. Worked hard to work that forward then, working overtime. Need to get a score though, just before three-quarter time. Great tap down there by Hayden, but he didn't follow up to help his teammate. Dante Wiseman, quick kick. No, he's won a free kick for high contact. Donday kicks it to about that hot spot, about 25 metres out in front of goal. Hayden up, down. Didn't take the ball. Quick tap out. Kick over the shoulder by Dylan Gowdy and off hands. And we have a point. Point to Mount Barker. Jones to bring it back in. He's got a teammate out here right in front of us here in Clay Harrington. Keegan Taylor stands the mark.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Nice smother.
So there was a comedy of errors there. As he went to kick it then, Harrington slipped over and the ball went nicely to his counterpart in Ben Kirkwood. And then Harrington with a great follow-up, smothered the ball beautifully. And the ball spilled out of bounds. Now the throw in. Quick kick out of the pack there, over the outstretched hands of Mitch Jackson. The ball's pumped back towards the goal line and Alex Skinner. And Aidan Clark ended up with it, but I think the umpire's going to call it as touch beforehand and we're going to have a throw up. About 25 metres out from the Bulls' goal. Late here in the third quarter. Keegan Taylor slipped over there when he's trying to get around again. Handball's off to a teammate. Goes long towards the goals. And then we have
Number 10.
Dante Wiseman reading it beautifully, getting front and centre. Ball spilt to the top of the goal square. He's sprung on it like a seagull on a chip and chips it through for a goal, which was a much needed goal for the Mount Barker Bulls. Takes them to 7-4, trailing Sharks 9-12. 20-point margin late in the third quarter. Couple of really good passes of play there by both teams, and good smothers and excellent work around there. And ball's now back in the middle, and umpire Tyndale to throw it up. Jackson and Marsh to go out. Dante Wiseman quickly wrapped up there, and the umpire Tyndale will quickly throw it up again. Jackson takes him down to Isaac Baum. Baum just throws on the boot, goes out wide, and there's a teammate sitting out there all on his own in Vince Auguson. Had a pretty good game, Vince. Looking for a short pass and finds teammate Taj Williams right in front of the scoreboard. Taj Williams now quick there. Ball goes forward. Griffiths unloads, gets it out of there. Jackson comes forward, tries to take the mark. And Barker win it at half back, go down that far wing. And there's Sanders, the rocket of Gibraltar down there. Been very good all day. Comes across, finds Bradshaw on this side of the centre circle. Oh, there's been a turnover there. Something went on further forward. Now Barker wins the ball through Jones. Jones goes forward, Stone onto it. Clark, very clever, wins the ball back, takes it out. Tajan Woods will be the beneficiary of that at the ground level. Finds the handball out to Bryce Blasco. Blasco goes across the far square and finds a teammate. Goes out wide. There's a good lead. And finds Taj Williams right in front of the scoreboard. Ball kicked into the pocket. There's a banana kick kicked. Peak behind. Takes the mark and kicks the goal. That's his fourth today for the Sharks. Welcome back, Brett. And that gives Sharks a commanding lead at the end of towards the end of the third quarter. 9 goals 12, leading Bulls 7-4, sorry. 7-4 to 9-12. Just about to tick over 29 minutes. Upon you, you bowl to throw the ball in the air again. Good tap from Jackson. And Woods scouts it, brings it away. Ball's bobbing around. Soccer skills come into play again, off the ground. Tash Williams in on it. Free kick being awarded to Jean Woods. Quickly takes the kick, comes out wide, looking for a teammate and finds Robbie Lee. Unloads a barrel, but it will be to no good effect. And there we have three-quarter time. Albany Sharks leading 9 goals 12 to the Mount Barker Bulls 7 goals 4. 20-point margin here at the end of the third quarter. Yeah, Sharks had the most of that quarter probably. A couple of forays by the Mount Barker Bulls, just not quite getting enough on the scoreboard. Did kick 2 goals and Sharks 3, so not a big differentiation, but it's now blown out to a 20-point lead. And with that, we'll take a break and be back shortly for the fourth quarter.
Our name is derived from the Greek prefix, macro, large. From the day we were born, this has been a promise for the future. We have grown through dedication, sweat, self-denial, faithful to our mission of being on the side of those who put themselves on the line. Through our name, we celebrate the greatness of those who believe there are no obstacles higher than their dreams. The courage to get back up after falling. The obstinacy of believing until the end. These are the values embedded in our logo. The Macron Hero. It's a celebration of sacrifice and tenacity. Up until your personal victory, until your arms are in the sky. Become your own hero.
Back at Santos Park to start the final quarter. Hayden goes up, good tap forward. Quick off the ground by Parsons, back in the soccer skills again. Kicks back, oh, not the best thing on a wet slippery day. Put Jackson Craig under a lot of pressure there. Sorry, it wasn't Jackson Craig, it was Jacob Saunis. You've got to kick back, you've got to kick to the man. Can't put it on the ground on these conditions. Well, the conditions have been very good. Sanders trying to go through the pack there. Clark wins it at ground level. Quick kick out of the back line. Bryce Blasco leads in the place. Griffiths picks it up. Well done. Again, ball's not handball to a man. Griffiths follows up again. Throws on the left boot, goes forward. Ball hits the ground. And a free kick's been picked out from Mount Barker. To the elusive Dante Wiseman. Kicked a nice goal. Already kicked 2 today, but kicked a nice goal in that third quarter. There he is at the start of the last quarter, and he's won a free kick. He's gone back off the Dennis Lilly run though. He's gone back about 35 metres, I reckon, at this stage. Walking in, very deliberate. Stop, kick back. Runs forward, and the goal umpire signals 1 point. Just leaned a bit back on that one as he brought his leg through. Sharks bring the ball back into play. Cam Jones goes wide out in front of the scoreboard, and that's going to be over the line, and the ball will come back as Barker brings the ball back. The kick comes inside. Teammate wasn't ready. Woods spinning around like on a spinning top, gets the handball out. Ball punched forward, again off hands by the Sharks. Mount Barker. Keegan Taylor takes it to the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in right in front of the scoreboard, which sees the Sharks 9 goals 12, leading the Bulls 7-5.
No, free kick to us.
Ball comes forward. Jones quickly throws on the boot, looking for a teammate, and ball runs out of bounds right in front of the scoreboard, and we'll have another kick taken out by Mount Barker. Barker comes inside. Finds Brent Parsons. Parsons comes across. Ooh. Oh, he's been wrapped up in the middle of the ground there, Griffiths, and too slow. There's a terrible kick back in the middle. Robbie Lee to take the kick. Pulls it. Club outside. Clay Harrington nearly takes the mark, running backwards. Ball's on the ground. Shepherd. Handball's off. Finds Bryce Blasco. Blasco goes back to Sanders. Sanders smothered off the boot. Seth Jones gets it. And he's a legal disposal. And Sanders wins another one. Ashley Friday. His short pass has found the opposition in Jacob Saunis. Saunis. It's not a day for fancy football, boys. Just get it on. Stone tries to smash it forward. Clark hits it off his hands. Ball spills out. Saunis used his soccer skills again. This time finds a teammate. In Ben Kirkwood. Kirkwood goes towards centre half forward. The ball's come back though. Brock Anning unloads. Ball hits the ground. Kirkwood. And again, a legal disposal. And good follow-up, and this time Taj Williams wins the free kick. Pete darting left and right, looking to try and get out there. Taj Williams to take the kick. Unloads the goal squares. That's a good kick. It's covered the distance. Unfortunately, he's pulled it left, and it's a point. I've got to bring the ball back into play. Griffiths takes his time, makes 10 15 metres and kicks long out to the far side, looking for a teammate. Ball hits the ground. Good wrap up there. Good pressure, both teams putting their body on the line. And then it's a 0-0 draw, so we'll have a throw up, and umpire Tyndale moves forward to throw the ball in the air. 20 point margin, it's 5 minutes into the last quarter. As that ball doesn't muck around, he just goes bang, kicks as long as he can to get it towards forward. And we're going to have another halve it on the centre half forward. The Sharks kicking towards the town end. Ball, as he does all the time, puts his head over the ball, gets changed, and then he's tackled, wound up, and we'll have another throw up, this time by umpire Tyndale. And ball out. There's Robbie Lee on the end of it. Who wouldn't lead to that? Good spoil. Handball off. Goes back to Griffiths. And you wouldn't believe it, it's been caught and collared. Oh, plays on with a handball. And Bry's read it best. Comes across, takes the ball away. And the ball's going to dribble out of bounds over there. Left half forward for the Sharks. Umpire Newbold goes over to talk to the boundary umpire. Yeah, I think it was out of bounds, but it was inside the arc, so it's just a throw-in, not a lasso. Good throw-in by the boundary. They've done a great job all day, the boys. Quick kick out of there by Sanders, looking for a team going forward. Quick kick around the corner, and this time Soundless is found on the chest. Comes across, finds a teammate. There in Keane Griffiths. Griffiths goes up the line, finds his teammate in Keegan Taylor. Taylor goes forward, looking for Mitch Jackson. Yep, got to use the handball properly, boys. You get found out. Ball has gone forward to Mount Barker's right half forward, just out from the scoreboard. So a 20 point margin there to the Sharks. Tajan Woods again reads it off hands down to Brock Anning. Anning unloads down the line. Coming across, Mount Barker first. Looking for a teammate and goes out wide and finds another teammate. Very dark trying to work out who's over on the other far side. Anyway, Mount Barker have moved it forward. It's Wiseman. And that's a terrible kick back into the middle there because it's straight into the hands of Sharks, and then Sharks through Baum. Baum will unload with a kick going towards about 35 metres out from goal. And there's a kick out of the air, which has done really well for the Mount Barker Bulls. Brought it back, handball off. There's Parsons, handball to Soundless. Soundless over the back to Parsons. Parsons with a quick kick forward. Now about 35 metres out from the Mount Barker goal. Jones read it best. Cut off by Ben Kirkwood. Ball spinning around, going everywhere. Bodies flying. Caleb Woods is in there. Quick kick, nothing going on. Another smother. Out to Hayden. And Hayden on the end of it, and he kicks what looks like a very good and welcome goal. Number 3 for Hayden today. Has been quite active up forward. Could be imposing himself a bit more though, I believe. He's got a good size about him, good hands, and he can certainly do some damage on a good day. So anyway, that helps the situation for the Mount Barker Bulls, bringing it back to 14 points. 8 goals, 5, trailing the Sharks 9-13 there at Soundless Park. And as I said, the footy gods have blessed us today. We've only had a little light shower or two, but the ground is very dark and overcast, but the lights are shining brightly, and we're getting a good game of footy too in front of us. So just ticking over the 10-minute mark in the final quarter. By Newbold up. Jackson goes at it, wins it forward, but there's no teammate there. Unfortunately, the high contact then made by Skinner on Sanders. Ashley. He goes forward to centre half forward for his team, and there's a good mark. Going back with the flyby by Riley Connolly. Connolly comes towards the clubhouse side looking for a teammate. Mitch Jackson's there, or he should have held onto it. Managed to recover, get it down the line. David Stone leading the race to the ball. Gets a kick on the left foot. Running forward is Keegan Taylor. Keeps it in front of him. And there's a good mark by Gowdy. Gowdy will send it back towards the goal square. Left half forward, goes towards the top of the goal square, and a horrible old floater, good one to break the fingers, that one. But ready at best is Sharks, and Sharks get a quick kick out, get forward. Ball is going to be a throw up in the right forward pocket for the Mount Barker, heading towards the racecourse end. The scoring has been done throughout the game. It's been mostly at that end of the ground, so Sharks bring it away. Now the ball's at centre half back. Jackson wins it, gets a handball off teammate. Tries to thread the needle, and that's not what this footy's about. And Sharks cut it off. Quickly go with a quick kick out the other side. And the 0-0 draw. We'll have another throw up. Free kick to Mitch Jackson. Jackson unloads the top of the square. Kick out of play and forced through for a point to Mount Barker. Takes their score to 8 goals 6, trailing the Sharks 9-13. Jones goes in out the back looking for a teammate. Ball spills. Bryce Blasco trying to get off there by Luke Baum. Baum soccers it on the ground. Who's going to pick it up? Jackson does. Jackson gets a quick kick back towards the side, towards the scoreboard. Players come rushing in. Sharks control it. Quick kick down the line on the far side, off hands. Ball's forward. And the ball's forced out of bounds, right half back, and it's outside the arc, so the lasso will apply. Sharks take the kick. Kick towards the top of the square. And the ball looks like it's out of bounds on the foot. And Mount Barker Bulls will take the arriving kick through Briars. It's had a very good afternoon. Briars had a good contest. Comes across here looking. And Parsons has had a very busy afternoon. Looks pretty well done. Out of Betchel tickets by the look of him. Hands on hips. Throw in right half forward for Sharks. Let's go onto it. And we'll have another throw up. Umpire Newbold to throw. Ball up. Griffiths takes a tap. Down to Skinner. Skinner wrapped up in a tackle by Bryce Blasco and goes to ground. We'll have another throw up. Right half forward, Sharks attacking to the town end. Nice little bump by Remay there off. And Griffiths took him away. And he's not getting the ball there. So anyway, play on, the ball comes. Sharks, Barker Bulls get it forward. Caden Clark quickly, cleverly traps it, kicks it forward, and there's Bryce Blasco, wraps it up on his chest. About 45 out, just inside the arc. He's on the lead, his Pete comes charging at it, out of the goal square, takes the mark about 30 metres out, directly in front. So Pete take his time, goes back. Unloads, and another one.
That's number 5.
Five, so it's a big handful there to Brett Peak. Welcome back to the footy. It's a very good effort. First game back after, we're in round 9 now. All these blokes have been playing some pretty good footy over the time. The game at Fitzstop Stadium, Railways leading 11-14 to the Denmark Walpole 9-5, so a cracking game there, as it promised to be. Late in the fourth quarter. John Woods trying to force his way through. Jackson Craig takes the mark. He kicks long and wide to pass the half forward. Mount Barker Bulls. Sharks quickly kick it out of there though. Baum following up his good work. He's been pushing around all day. Augustin gets a handball out wide. Again. Quick kick from Sharks going forward. Finds Tars Williams, and he's with a quick pass has found Brett Peak about 45-50 metres out. Right, left of centre. Bit of a long play. It's Peak, very steady, very measured in his approach. Comes forward, gets the kick out, and didn't make the distance. And Griffiths, reading it best, drops in about 5 metres from the point line, goal point line, between the goal and point post, takes the mark. Comes out wide, looking for a teammate. Parsons goes to ground, off hands, and it'll be a throw in because it was just inside the arc. Glasgow wrapped up there by Parsons. They had a good battle all day, those two. The big fellas go at it. Parsons read it really well, hands. Ball comes out the other side. Hayden Clark draws a 0-0 draw there with Hayden Reid. Barker Bulls take the ball away. In for Gowdy takes the mark and goes forward. And it was dropped.
Oh.
That was unfortunate because they were attacking well then, and then just a nice little mark there would have had a chance to have a shot on goal from about 40 metres out. Tommy Bradshaw takes a mark at left half back, goes out wide, looking for a teammate, finds him. very subtly take their time, bring it down that far side, finds Robbie Lee. Lee looks inside, and there's Bryce Blasco. He's off, and he hits a nice pass and finds a teammate. Goes inside and finds Isaac Baum. About 45 out, he'll quickly swing on the boot, but going to the fat side, looking for Peak. And there's Ed Shepherd as well, and he's been done for
Peak is hurt.
Oh,
He's grabbing his ankle.
Peak taking his time to get up. Anyway, Barker to relieve the pressure in the deep pocket. Kicks it up the line and finds a teammate there in Kai Griffiths. Kai Griffiths comes out wide looking for a teammate. Oh, Jackson Craig should have taken it, had it wrapped up on his chest, bounced off like a rubber ball. Picked up by Jacob Saunis. He's wrapped up by Clay Harrington. Ball thrown up. Good tap by Jackson. Quick kick from our Barker. Leave it. Sanders gets the hand off. Oh, great smother there by Dante Wiseman. Takes a swing at it. Misses by a bomb. Spins off. Again, Ben Kirkwood kicks it forward, but it's into the path of Cam Jones to bring it back. They're reliable centre-half back for the Sharks. Quick kick off the ground by Shepherd. Jake Ferrari that time. And the ball's now a bit in the middle centre of the square. So Jackson up against Marsh. Woods again coming back with it and finds Taj Williams. Williams with a short little pass looking for a teammate, and well done, well read by Griffiths, cut across and punched the ball out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in the right forward pocket for the Sharks. Kicking towards the town end, about 10 metres round from the point post. Bryce Blasco wins it off the tap, has a kick, and is going across the face of goal and will be out of bounds in the far pocket. Now Barker to relieve. Bryars, quick kick looking for a teammate, finds him, and they're away. Griffiths down the far side. And that looks like it'll find the fence. And we'll have a lasso and the Sharks will be able to bring it back. Ball's been at ground level, takes a kick, looking for Gowdy. Gowdy kicks it off the ground for a teammate. Parsons is in there. Ball comes out to favour Mount Barker going forward. Again, the defence of Sanders through the Sharks stands strong. Then kick towards the centre of the ground. There's Taj Williams all on his own. Quick kick forward, finds Brock Anning. Anning turns inside, gets around Parsons, kicks towards centre forward, ball over the back. Ball spills out, leading the rest of the ball is the Sharks. Sharks comes back inside, finds Brock Anning. Top of the 50-metre arc. It's not Brock Anning this time. Looks like Blasco. Yeah, it is. Bryce Blasco goes in short. Looking for Marsh. Cutting across was Mount Barker quickly.
Without a ball.
This time, Sharks win the free kick. Take without the ball. It's very gloomy here at Saunis Stadium, but the beauty of it, we're not getting rained upon heaps. And the ball is sprayed left to centre. .25 gone. Griffiths brings into play. Oh, Marsh drops the setter straight off the chest. Jackson tries to get it and sends up the chimney. Hands off from Blasco to Taj and Woods. Woods snaps over the left shoulder again. And I reckon that might be a goal to Mr. Peake there. He's gone back with the flow.
Off his boot.
And it fell on his boot, and it's gone through for a goal. Number 6. Is that the 26-minute mark?
Yep.
Ball now finding its way back to the middle. Umpire Tyndale throw the ball in the air. Jackson up against Marsh. Ball hits the ground. Jackson gets a quick kick, comes back to Jackson. He gets a quick kick. Oops, what's going on? And we picked a free kick out. There's a free kick to Mount Barker. It's Jackson Craig to take the kick. Craig unloads towards the horrible floater, finger breaker going towards the at 20 metres out from goal. Ball's hit the ground. Jones sockers off the ground. Ball goes tackled there by the Sharks. Sharks to bring it away. Down the far side, there's Marsh. Bounced off his chest. Good follow up. Sharks go down that far side. Good kick from Tajan Woods, and it's found the chest of Mount Barker. Mount Barker go wide and settle things down again. Griffiths drives it long towards the top other far end of the square. Ready at best. There's Brent Parsons with a quick kick on to looking for a teammate. Gowdy, a quick kick forward, looking for a teammate. There's Carla Woods ready at best, dropping back, takes the mark in front of Ben Kirkwood. He goes across the ground. Nice kick inside the far square side of the square. Goes out wide ending, and that might run right out of territory there and run out of grass and into the fence. And that'll be a lasso, and the ball will be taken by Mount Barker to go forward again. Getting towards the latter stages of the last quarter. Hayden down the line there. Just too many handballs not hitting bodies. And the ball's now going to be another throw up on the far side of the square. Umpire Tyndale to get proceedings going, as we said, finishing the game out. Jackson wins a tap forward. Another soccer off the ground. Skinner, he's going to be wrapped up there. He's ran into a whole heap of trouble that time, and he's going to be illegal. Oh no.
Slammed him into the dirt.
Umpire's pointed the other way, so there's going to be a free kick to Skinner. Go back.
It's going to be a 30-minute quarter.
Yep. We've had 4 of them, haven't we?
Yep.
4 30-minute quarters. I don't hear to see that too often, but anyway. Skinner goes inside. And Griffiths drops a chest mark. Thumps the ball off the ground. There's more Sharks and our Barker fellows in the line there. There we have it. the final score here is the Albany Sharks, 11 goals 14 to the Mount Barker Bulls, 8 goals 6, 16-point winners. In what's been a very entertaining game. Both teams have put it on the park, and with the amount of injuries and that, with the Mount Barker have, I think they'll be pretty pleased with the results in that regard. But it could have easily been a little bit closer if they could just finish off their work a bit better. But so it's been a great game, and certainly Brett Peake has put his mark back on the league with a 6-goal help out there, and great start for him. Isaiah Hayden got 3 goals for the Mount Barker Bulls, a couple to Dundee Wiseman. Just needed a couple more people to stand up and get a few more on the board, which would have been very handy for there. Some really good players across the game. I thought Bryce Blasco, Taj Williams, Dejan Woods was very good, Isaac Baum, excellent. I thought Vince Augustin had a pretty good game in the back line. Robbie Lee was excellent. Brett Peake, of course, with that 6 goals. Aidan Clark was very good in the back line. Ashley Sanders as well was very strong through the middle of the ground. And for Mount Barker, I thought young Kirkwood and Taylor were very good there. Bryars was excellent down back. Connolly did some good stuff. Tyson Wallinger was good early and fell out of it. Jackson Craig had opportunities. I thought Mitch Jackson and that was very good in the ruck with David Stone. Dylan Gowdy also showed a bit there. Darcy Blumpke was good on the wing, and I thought Isaiah Hayward and Brent Parsons were also very good. So today's game, here we're lucky with the footy gods, as I said, not too much rain and not too bad weather. So the games were there, and today's football game live stream was brought to you by Rainbow Coast Insurance Brokers. Thanks James, the team. To Mike at Phoenix Painting and Decorating. Any need painting, please give Mike a go. And Suggs Timber Machinery and Joinery for the goal of the year. Give Rogan a call if you need any hardware it needs. That's been a very good entertaining game here at Sounders Park. From Curtis and I, we'd just like to say thank you on behalf of the GSFL and Dartfish. Have a great night.
That was a different game.
Oh.
It was only 6 seconds.